taking a little coffee break, and I was thinking about a quote from Sun Tzu, Art of War. And he said, if you know your enemy and you know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not your enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither your enemy nor yourself, you will succumb to every battle. And that really struck me. And to me, the key here is knowing. And how do we know? How do you know yourself? And that's something I've been chewing on for a while. And it seems to me that this is a big deal. The truth of whether you know yourself or not. Um, and how to do that, how to go about doing that. And for me, the success I have had, while marginal, has come from uh, trying to gain perspective or gain a vantage point of myself. And self observation is an oxymoron. It's theoretical, right? Self observation. Um, yeah, it's it takes some slowing down. I have to slow down and make some space. I have to give myself intentional spaces in both time and physically. For instance, I find that being in my truck is is a fruitful space for slowing down and doing some thinking, doing some observation, self observation. Kurt Gödel, the mathematician from the 30s, uh, in his theorem, the incompleteness theorem. I know this is a little heady here. It's over my pay grade, that's for sure. But he said you cannot understand a system from inside that system. And he's talking about math, and he's talking about natural numbers and so forth, and again, which is far beyond my pay grade. But the point is, the takeaway from that is that I am a system. I am a collection. I'm more than this, but I'm a collection of a thinker and a soul and a spirit, memory, hopes and dreams, and I have all kinds of plumbing and all kinds of physical and natural and supernatural truths going on, and I'm all bound together. And it's physically impossible for me to leave myself and observe myself. But one of the things that makes us really unique as humans is our ability to uh, to imagine a hypothetical, counterfactual future that we can think and see and imagine out past ourselves. And I think that's a really important step, or a really important um, exercise to practice, is to get out of yourself in a imaginary way or in a hypothetical way, and try to observe yourself thinking and observe yourself being yourself. And I know that's weird. I know that's hard to kind of get your head around, but in order to do that, you gotta slow down. You have to pump the brakes, and get yourself into a place where where you do your best thinking, and when your eyes are the clearest, and not your physical eyes, but your kind of the eyes that see wisdom, the eyes that see how things really are, the eyes of your person that perceive invisible things, like hope or fear, or those sorts of things, right? The powerful, rich internal things, invisible things. And so, in order to do that, you got to slow down. You literally have to pull the car off to the side of the road, quote unquote, get off the train for an hour or two, or half an hour, or half a day. I mean, you literally have to change your day, and change your surroundings, change the room that you're in. For me, again, being in my truck, sipping a little good coffee, um, taking a little time to ponder and ruminate on a truth is a big deal. So, A, slow down. B, make some space. C is go analog. I'm sitting here with a yellow tablet. You saw me hold this thing up, yellow tablet. And I've got my journal sitting here, and I got this little notepad, little notebook, and a pen. Not a, yeah, I got a device sitting here. I'm talking to a device, but you're not going to do your best thinking on a device. A device is as literally a distraction. It's a tool, perhaps, but it has a major connection out into all the busy, all the things that are trying to get at you. So slow down, make some space, go analog, and then write down your thoughts and observations. Write them down with a pen and paper. There is some significant emerging studies that show we learn best and our brain is the happiest in a learning setting with pen and paper. Uh, that not a keyboard, not a digital device, but an analog device. And I know there's a lot of debate about that and so forth, but the key is here, know yourself. And if you don't know yourself, you know, you're in trouble, right? We're going to keep making the same dumb mistakes. We're not going to get anything of significance done unless we're just lucky. And luck and hope are not good strategies. So, little coffee break thoughts for today. We'll see you on the flip side.